like worked on was actually a repurposed typewriter that had been converted into a mechanical keyboard, and oh my god, it felt so satisfying to use that thing.
Oh my god, you guys.
I've got one that I really like, but the response is slow, and I know that I hit a key, but it won't show up sometimes.
Oh, sounds like a contact issue, and you might have to clean the contact point.
No, it's multiple keys. The thing is designed with the debounce that's too long.
Yeah, go clean your keyboard, you filthy fucking animal.
That was a pretty cool sentence, not gonna lie.
Monty, did I tell you about Ben and I have a plan to get you to quit your job and become a famous voice actor?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no, that pursuit doesn't exist anymore because they just give it to already famous people.
Well,
yeah.
It's
Wait,
even harder to get.
we have a multi-step plan.
Okay.
How are you on accents?
I'm spot on accent.
Like,
I'm a mimic.
Could you do a British accent that would like fool Ben?
Probably. Need to work on it a little bit.
Okay.
I know there are different types of British accents, so.
Or like the regional dialects.
No,
Yeah,
that's just a lie we tell Yanks just to make fun of them.
I tell everybody every time a British person is playing a game with me, like I don't know them, I just tell them that they're faking it. It's a terrible.
You're
British
not
accent,
really British.
and I can do a better British accent, and it's not gonna let us we're not gonna keep you on the team just because you sound cool.
Oh, I should probably post to our Blue Sky. Hold on a second. Tabletop RP. I'm trying to be a little more a little more responsive on Blue Sky. Who are we missing? Sean?
I just pinged him.
Yeah, because we can't load up these maps without him.
I mean, it's not very important right now for any sort of like battle map or whatnot. So if you want to, you can always just bring it up on Discord from the pictures. But I would like his character to be here as you come in system. He did respond to me about half an hour ago on Discord, so he could be driving.
Maybe the captain is suffering from incontinent patients.
Starting to think he might actually have a serious illness.
Yeah.
All right, Daniel, how about you just do your announcements now?
Podcast tomorrow. Podcast tomorrow morning, and then we're actually changing podcast schedules on Wednesday, so that we can start, because tonight is the premiere of The Last of Us season 2. So we'll be talking about that on Wednesday, and then on Wednesday we're doing that, and then we're gonna do a recap of Andor season 1, in anticipation for the release of Andor season 2 that happens in nearly a week. Like a little over a week. And then we'll also be talking about, I don't know if you guys have been following it, but Star Wars Celebration starts the end of this week in Japan, and there are likely some pretty big things that will come out of it. So we'll be talking about those too at some point. Also, if you're watching too, welcome to Wenton, who is hanging out with us tonight, and we'll eventually be playing a new character in our ongoing RPG.
Well, everybody, welcome to Gungans and Dragons, Pirates of Drinax Edition. I am Richard, your game master for this game. Gungans and Dragons, we're currently playing in the
Sorry.
Traveler universe, where the crew is playing a team of pirates working for the Kingdom of Drinax to kind of bring back the old glory days and trying to reestablish themselves as a power within the Trojan Reach. Last time, we left off with the group just managing to escape from an old space station in the Borite subsector, where they encountered. Hey, Jean.
Sorry, I got stuck having to do the dishes. Sorry.
No worries, just doing the intro. So the group managed to escape from a space station in the Borite subsector, where they managed to find a pirate from the group of pirates that they have been hunting, a Vogger named Krish. Two of our crew, in the form of Ukluna and Andrew, just managed to escape and a quite dangerous alien insectoid entity that was on the space station, but they did all manage to get back safely, albeit some with a bit more, let's say, acid damage than others. Then the captain decided to destroy the space station, and with Krish's help, you managed to locate a cache of fuel in deep space to jump spaces away, and then managed to jump to Theev, this sort of pirate planet that you've been hearing so much about. You are all about a day away now before leaving jump space. But before we continue, let's do our traditional introductions. Let's start off with Monty.
I play Slems, intrepid hero and professional mission accomplisher.
Fixer.
Fixer.
Professional fixer.
Professional fixer of broken missions in need of completion. I am a Drinaxian noble currently out of favor with the king, doing everything he can to change that situation.
All right, let's move on for April.
Hi, I'm April. I play Andrew. She's also a spacer, and she's also from Drinax. And recently, we had a close encounter with a big bug, and we found a very valuable cybernetic skull. So hopefully things are looking up for us.
All right, Daniel.
I play a horribly disfigured and crippled spy named Ukluna. And also, can I ask a quick? I'm looking at the Theev, I guess, illustration here that you put in the group chat. Are these like elements that we can expect to find on this planet, right under the word Theev?
So those represent those are some high concentration elements that are on the world.
Okay, HT is not an element. Is that like a new element for this universe?
Trade codes.
Huh?
I believe those are trade codes. They're not.
Yeah, so I can give you a link to what trait codes are. Hold on.
So it's not like sodium, nickel, and fluorine, and then whatever the fuck HT is.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll give you a link to the. Let's see. So let's continue on. Sean, if you can introduce yourself and your character.
Yeah, yep. I'm a guy named McCord. I'm the captain, and I do captainy things.
You are one of the most captains of all time.
Yep.
Originally from the Third Imperium, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Not to be mistaken with the Fourth Imperium, who is our next door neighbor.
Well, if you guys get to the Fourth Imperium, something has gone very wrong for the Third. All right. So, you are 1 day away, still in jump space, heading on to Theev. There, on the last night, and this is kind of right after the meeting that Krish had,
Oh shit.
which I believe that you decided, Gani Makor, not to go to, right?
Yeah. Well, to the
Cluna's the one that snubbed him, I believe.
Oh, was it Ukluna or was it Gani Makor?
Wait, what was I reported to have done?
Not
gone.
Crish's
Not.
PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, the crazy dog guy. Yeah, I didn't. Fuck him. I didn't go to his meeting.
Okay.
I went. Yeah.
I think.
So
I think that Andrew did for me what my friend Megan did for me in high school when I didn't go to classes, take notes, and then give it to me afterwards.
Yes.
So, after his presentation, he will kind of pull you to the side, Gani Makor.
The dog guy.
The Vogger, Krish, yes.
Okay.
Yes, the dog guy.
So, yeah, I mean that would be akin to him saying to you upon seeing you, the ape guy.
I mean, technically true. We are apes.
So yeah, he'll say to you, did you enjoy the presentation, Captain?
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Right. Well, hopefully it will help everybody survive Theev.
Hopefully.
Well, yes, you listened to my presentation about the widows and the red zones and everything, right? Theev can be quite a dangerous place.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. No, I think it's a good idea.
You didn't listen to the presentation, did you, Captain?
Yeah,
Because you have the air of a bullshitting student right now. Let me tell you.
No, I think it's a fine. I think it is a fine plan.
Well, then, Captain, if I can make another suggestion as your second mate.
Yes. What's that?
I would say probably restrict as many of your people to stay on the ship as possible.
For what reason specifically?
We're landing on a planet of pirates, Captain, and we are not aligned with any of the pirate fleets or major captains.
I see. So you think some brawls could ensue?
I would say this ship would easily be a target for someone.
I see.
We fly under no flag of protection, Captain. No one respects the kingdom of Drinax on Theev. At least, not yet.
Gotcha.
So I would say be careful for deciding who leaves and who stays.
I see. Well, since you know this place, I'm gonna say you're probably gonna leave.
I can assist, Captain.
And then, yeah, I'll have a think over who should leave, who should stay. And
Because you should not leave this ship unprotected. Otherwise, well, perhaps we might not come back to a ship.
All fair points.
And in that case, since you are currently listening to some of my my suggestions, I believe that the most promising lead I could bring to you once we are on Theev is Admiral Darokin.
Who is that?
He is the former leader of the pirates we are now hunting, of Ferric Redthane.
So
He's the one who put the death mark on Ferric Redthane's head.
So was it also a mutiny?
I don't know the details, Captain. I just kind of signed along with him and the other two ships.
Gotcha.
I joined after his mutiny.
Yeah, it's just mutiny all the way down with you guys, huh?
You
Isn't he
haven't
a
been a
big-
pirate. You haven't been a
Mutiny
pirate that
turtles
long, have
all
you,
the way
Captain?
down.
I mean, from what I know, Admiral Darokin is probably a bit closer to you than me.
Oh, was he also a Third Imperium man?
Yes, he was. I believe that's where he got. And you've heard the name Darokin. You passed this as a check before, so you do know about 15 years ago, he led a mutiny against the Third Imperium, where he took about 30 ships from the Imperium, none of them bigger than 1,000 tons, but it was a bit of a blow to the Navy.
Gotcha.
So, technically speaking, you are a bit closer to him. Krish is a little bit on the mark.
I wonder if maybe if we find him, if he'll be able to help us here.
Well, Captain. That's why I suggested it.
Ah, yes, good. But you don't know
Because-
where he is, right?
No, he would be in Blacksand City, sir.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I do know where his base is there.
Wait, hold up. So, Redvane's not here, right? Or he is here?
If Redthane goes to Blacksand City, he is, well, writing his own death papers, as it were. I mean, I imagine he will probably send his second in command, Maria Silverhand, to try to negotiate with one of the other pirate lords, an alliance to bring their 3 ships to whatever pirate lord that they can pledge themselves to, and then that pirate lord will protect them from Darokin.
I see. Well, if he's a Third Imperium man, maybe I shouldn't meet with him.
That might be smart, Captain. He might have heard of you. He might respect you a bit more than some other members of your crew.
Maybe we should invite him to the ship.
Doubt he would just come to your ship, Captain. He would probably be more inclined to meet you on his home territory.
Gotcha.
Again, we are unaligned. So inviting him to come aboard our ship might be more of a suggestion that we are attempting to kidnap him.
Gotcha.
Do you have any other questions or concerns?
No, you sound like you have this all in hand. Like I said, I'll have a good think about who we should send down on the planet.
Captain. Well, I'm gonna get some sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be quite the day.
Yes, you do that.
And he marches off. Yeah, so assuming your characters all get a good night's sleep, the timer counts down for your time and jump space. Heading to the bridge, the timer goes down to 0, and you hear a familiar sort of foomp noise as the universe appears back around you, and the stars shine all around. Yanni McCord, do you want to do your sensors roll?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's going to be 2d6 plus 5.
Nice. That is an 11.
So, if you want to look on Discord, you can see what the Theev system looks like here. All of this will pop up for you.
Yep, I see it.
You are currently one day's trip away from Theev itself. But one of the first things that happens as you come into the system is you are being hailed. With that roll as well, you can see there are 8 ships on intercept course
Gotcha.
for Salvation's End.
Okay.
At the back of the bridge, Krish will raise his hand and he'll say, Captain, I should really start transmitting codes.
Okay. And as we're being hailed, I'll be like, open a channel there, Okluna.
Is he going to be transmitting codes on our, on our system?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going up to your station.
Would there be a way for me to make sure that whatever codes he enters are saved?
You could. Okay, so first roll electronics comms for the contact that you're having now, and then you can roll electronics comms as well to try to set up a keylogger.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2d6 plus 3 for both rolls.
The first one was a 7.
So not the clearest connection, but you're going to manage to connect. It's not all that hard a check. And then the second roll.
Oh, I thought, okay. 10.
Much better.
Okay, so a much better roll to kind of set up a keylogger as he works. There's a little bit of static as you hear voices from the other side speak in a variety of different languages before they settle on Galactic with Krish. Unknown vessel coming into Theev space. Identify yourself and your intentions. If you have codes, transmit them now or you shall be attacked.
I will. I'll wheel my chair away from my station and gesture.
Rude.
Krish will look over to you and say, I'll put in the codes for you if you want to talk to them about who we are. And he's going to work on that.
Captain, who are we, by the way, and what are we doing here? What's the official story?
We are pirates who just defected away from Drinax.
And we're just stopping for a refuel, or we're stopping for some R&R?
Yeah, maybe we heard like, hey, there was a big pirate, thing here. We're like, hey, we want to check it out, like, tourism, right?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Okay, for Monty and April, you can roll recon checks right now while Gani McCor and Ukluna are talking. So Andrew for recon, you don't have recon as a skill, but you have jack of all trades. No. So that's going to be 2d6 minus 3, and for Slams that will be
6.
2d6 minus 2.
3.
Fortunately, this was a simple task. So, April, you will kind of notice as Krish is working on these codes and tapping away. Very often, he seems to be switching back to his portable computer and looking back at it and looking up as if he's making a calculation in his head and then starting to resume typing.
Interesting. So it appears to be some kind of authenticator-based something.
He's
I
got the
guess.
Google Authenticator app.
Yes, exactly like that.
Okay,
less
so
drops.
It's the only way I can get into my PayPal.
Ukluna, what are you saying to the ships?
I'm telling them that we are pirates on a desperate mission to be intoxicated on the at Blacksand City.
Are you broadcasting your usual IFF with Salvation's End
Yes.
as the name of the ship?
I guess we are, yeah.
Think
Okay.
we should.
After a couple of minutes, and at this point, Krish has stopped typing. You get a response. Salvation's End, your codes have been accepted. Attached is the route you shall take to Blacksand City. Do not deviate from course, or you shall face repercussions from Skull. Acknowledge receipt of this transmission.
I will acknowledge.
Good. Have a nice day.
Aw.
Tell him you two.
You know what? Yeah, you too. You didn't have to be polite, and you were. That was nice.
Gani McCord, you can see on the sensor screen that the ships are maneuvering away from you. The majority of the ships are heading to a moonlet in orbit of Theev.
Okay, cool.
And in fact, from that moonlet, you are getting a signal transmission that is identifying it as the high port of Theev, known as the Skull.
Gotcha.
So, for Gani McCord, roll for your piloting.
Yep.
So
2d6
that's
plus
going to
6,
be
right?
2d6 plus 4.
4, okay. 7.
Your dexterity. Well, fortunately, you have been given a direct, flight path and everything, so that's going to make this a fairly simple check. So, you find yourself flying towards the desert-like planet of Theev. You can see a picture of it in the Discord. It is mostly made up of desert with a I would guess I would qualify it as an ocean in the northern hemisphere. But you seem to be heading towards a more canyon-like area. As you go through the very thin clouds of the planet, you are going to find yourselves looking upon Blacksand City for the first time. As you are coming in for a landing to one of these blast shield bays that they are directing you to, you get this view of the city from the outside. It's
Oh,
just in
nice.
Discord.
It's very phallic.
You can see that the city itself has been built on the top of a canyon. and you can see that there is artificial scaffolding on the outside of this cavern, and you can see a multitude of buildings built into the side of the canyon and down into the dark depths. You land smoothly in your berth, and you can see massive blast doors sealing your ship in.
Sounds good.
Before we disembark, I would like to disguise myself.
Okay.
Probably using my cosplay kit.
What race are you trying to disguise yourself as?
I just want to be more pirate than I look now.
Because that is the cosplay kit that you got. So you're.
So can I disguise myself as a space pirate?
I mean, generally speaking, the cosplay kit is more designed to make you look like a member of another species or race.
Okay. Can I disguise myself as a space pirate though? Not necessarily with the alien cosplay kit. Just.
How do you want yourself to look?
Funny.
What does a Karuna imagine a space pirate to look like?
Funny you should ask.
Is it John Hamm?
Because, well, hold on, give me 1 second, and I'll show you exactly. If you could turn your attention to Roll20 or Discord.
I don't think it uploaded correctly.
Oh, hold on a second. This might have been. I might have messed something up. Hold on. I'm gonna re-download it.
All right. Krish, when you land, says to you all, anyone who's going outside, I would suggest at the very minimum, bringing a rebreather mask with you. The planet's natural atmosphere is very thin, so you won't survive for more than a few minutes outside buildings without one.
I have an air supply in my armor, but I don't have a rebreather mask. But that would work for a little while.
That would
Yeah, I
work.
think I'm okay with my suit.
My suit needs some help, but it's still space worthy.
You are also getting a transmission in from the actual port itself.
Do you have a hat like that?
So answering, if someone answers the hail, it's just basically a button press.
Well, Akuna's playing dress up, so I'll get it for him.
Yes, I am. Thank
Okay.
you. I like how our characters' friendships have evolved. By the way.
Salvation's End. You have a welcome crew outside of your ship right now. The widow will be waiting for you. Click.
Oh, she's a widow? That sucks.
Did you not read listen to the briefing?
Briefing?
Yes, they seem to have. That is the name of their security people, all of which seem to strangely look the same.
Oh, right. Yes, that briefing. Gotcha. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay. So your cosplay outfit is a bit more designed with furs, like fake mouths and lips, the big trench coat and everything, and the hat.
I'm not against going to the first TJ Maxx here on Blacksand City and buying some of this stuff.
Yeah, you would to get all geared up like that, you would probably have to go out and buy some clothes.
Okay, yeah, we can add that to our list of things we're doing.
All right, so who is heading out?
Guy McCord is going, right?
What is the plan? think we
Splems
should-
would love to head this mission. And he makes direct eye contact with everyone he abandoned in the last mission.
Well,
this is
currently-
definitely a.
You go ahead, April.
This is definitely a place where we could use Slim's skills of talking to people, and getting a lay of the land. I think that we should leave. Leave Veronica and I'm drawing blanks on. Leave both of our gunners on the ship to
Leonard.
affect our defense. Yes, Leonard. And like I said, the five of us and Chris should go out, and if somebody insists on carrying Vim with him, he may do so, but I think it'd be better if we left him here. Worry about him.
Oh, we took him with us the last time. We can leave him here.
Chris nods along with Andrew's suggestion. Yes, it is quite a intimidating city at times. The young one probably would be better off staying with the ship. Currently, you find yourself, if you look on the map of Blacksand City, at number 1, the downport.
No.
Upper left-hand corner.
Yeah. So this is where we're disembarking, you mean?
Yes, that's where you and your ship currently are.
So in the downport, are there any like airport style like shops and boutiques?
Chris will tell you no. You won't generally find anything like that here. The downport is pretty much reserved for ships that have come in, and the ships that come in tend to be pretty private. Most of the shopping that you will find will be in the Cliff District.
The Cliff Districts. Oh, okay. By the way, Captain, I am in dire need of a big floppy pirate hat and a jacket.
And also medical attention.
Wow. Yeah, you'd think so.
In fact, I'm going to talk to the Vlogger and say, hey, where's the nearest hospital on this planet?
Hospital? Well, you can find some in the Cliff District.
Oh, see? Floppy hat and a hospital.
The Grand Hotel has its own private hospital as well. You probably saw it when you came in. It's the largest building in the city.
Where is our first official stop, by the way?
I don't know that we've decided.
Yeah. Also,
We have a list of things we want to accomplish, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Also, you said that we need a rebreather to be out here.
if you're going to go outside of any of the buildings or the main areas, large areas down canyon have zero protection from the elements.
Oh, so like as long as we're in the the most populated areas, we're fine.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not sure if I even own a rebreather.
I don't, but I have my suit, so.
Your
Yeah.
ship should have some emergency ones within the airlocks.
I will grab one because I'm hoping to.
Yeah, I'll grab one too, just in case.
Drop my armor off to get my armor repaired, so I might need it. If
Okay,
I have to leave my armor somewhere.
Each one is rated for an hour of air.
Well, just if we need it for.
Yeah, I mean for an emergency, I think that'd probably be all right. Are there any
And
armor
basically-
smiths like where there are, places to buy floppy hats in hospitals?
Chris just kind of laughs. Yeah, you can find almost anything within the Cliff District. I mean, hell, they specialize in illegal weapons, mercenary forces, banned technologies, honor questionable activities. Yeah, heck, it's a one-stop shop for revolutionaries and war criminals.
Well, I vote that our first destination be where all the shops and shit are. I think that's probably the best place for us to like get a lay of the land and get the shit that we need, and who knows, maybe some information along the way.
Well, I could contact Admiral Derrican for you, Captain, and try to arrange a meeting. He pokes Ganny
Yeah.
McCord.
Yep,
Captain?
sorry. Sounds good.
All right. He's gonna kind of go off to the side and to his room and start making calls.
Okay, gotcha.
So we better meet this receiving party before we keep them waiting any longer.
So receiving party and then the cliff place, floppy hat place.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, so who's leaving the ship?
I think it's
think,
us, right?
Splems.
I think it's just the 5 of us and Krish when he catches up with us.
Okay. So, leaving off the boarding ramp of the Salvation's End, you see someone that looks very familiar from the slideshow. She's looking up at you all, smiling. She has a wide stance as you walk towards her. Just looking at her, she has clearly benefited from genetic and cybernetic augmentation. She wears long, loose black robes that can conceal any number of weapons. She raises one hand at you all and says, "Welcome, members of the Salvation's End." She looks past all of you and at Gani McCor and says, "Ah, Captain Gani McCor. Nice to make your acquaintance."
Ah, yes, good to meet you. And I'm sorry for your loss.
One of her eyebrows goes up. "My loss?"
Yeah, because you're a widow.
"Ah, no, I am a Blacksand widow."
Oh, right. Oh,
Is that a
Black Widow, I get it.
So, I'm here as your welcome party here. So, since you're first timers, I'm just going to explain to you, one and done here, of the laws of Blacksand City. Here, in the Starport, or the Upper City, or any building within Blacksand marked by red flags, the law of the lords holds sway. Any place outside of that is the law of the street.
Were
Any
you
questions?
just pinging the map?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed important pings.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it is about this picture, but it's given me like
It's a very soulless smile.
it's given me like Uncanny Valley vibes.
Yeah.
so-
It's the dead eyes, I think.
And they seem dead as she keeps smiling at you all.
I don't know who did like the art for this lady, but
Can I vote to just have said that in front of her about her face?
If you say that in front of her, she doesn't respond at all. Do you have any questions?
So what do we need? What are the key things that we would need to know immediately for the laws of the pirates and the laws of the streets?
Well, the law of the lords is no murder, no weapons fire, nothing that offends the calm and tranquility of the city. The law of the street, well, the only restriction is a ban on any weapon that might breach the city's environmental containment. The punishment for breaking either law is the same: death.
Okay, hold on. So let's say that someone had a flechette pistol. Would that count against that law?
No.
They've used it.
Okay.
Be
Well, if you-
aware that the red flag zones also move. So some buildings in the lower city are protected on one day and left open to the law of the streets on the next. Please be aware of the flags yourselves. We are not responsible for your ignorance of the law.
Okay. In that spirit. So, no murder, no weapons fire, and no disturbing the peace. What set of laws does that fall under?
The law of the lords.
Okay. And then what's the other one?
The law of the street. The only restriction is a ban on any weapon that might breach the city's environmental containment.
Okay. And why do the enforcement of these laws change from day to day?
The enforcement of the law of the lords is here in the starport, the upper city, or any buildings marked by red flags.
Right, and the red flags change intermittently.
They can be moved.
They can be moved, or they are moved often.
They are moved by the lords depending upon circumstances.
How often do they ordinarily move? On average.
It all depends upon the whims of the lords. Keep an eye out.
Fantastic. That sounds like an extraordinarily fair and predictable set of laws.
how does one become a lord?
She looks at you and then kind of looks away and says, "I've told you the rules. Have a nice time at Blacksand City."
Oh, you too. Thank you. Oh shit. No,
And she walks off.
come back here again, guys. I just did the social flip pop saying you too. Like when you order food and you say, if they say enjoy your food, you say
Or enjoy your movie at the theater.
you too.
Yeah, I've done that before.
At this point, Krish, as the widow walks away, exits the ship, waving at you, Gunny McCord, and says, "Ah, Captain, I got into contact with him, and he said he would have a meeting with you."
Oh, okay, cool. Also, she seemed nice.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Sure. Nice is certainly a word I've heard describe them before.
We were being charitable. She seems like an asshole.
Also, where's Slums at?
Slums is here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry.
I'm standing right next to you, fucker.
Right behind you, out of eyesight, so you don't give me instructions.
Monty, you gotta do the Batman voice and go, "I'm here."
I'm right here.
Sorry, I forgot I was supposed
I've been here the whole time.
Sorry, I forgot I was
Justice.
supposed
Captain, according to the Lord here, he will meet you at the Grand Hotel at the penthouse suite for dinner tonight at 9.
Ah, cool.
So if
Admiral Darokin,
Right.
with any attachés that you wish to bring
You said tomorrow at 9?
tonight.
Oh, tonight. Sorry, I think you said tomorrow.
So if I understand their legal system, if it could be called that, I don't see any laws that are like mutually exclusive. So we should probably just bunch them all into one set of restrictions. That way we don't need to be confused about what is a red area and what isn't.
Honestly, it sounds like we should probably just...
Like, none of us have weapons that will breach the environmental things, right?
Yes, but we need to be aware that we may fall into ambush or attack in areas that are not protected. I think that's the more important part.
Okay. But, like, none of us have weapons that are going to get us killed. Right? Because, like, this would be the time to leave them at home.
Actually, Ukluna, since you were very recently involved with it, it will occur to you at this point that Andrew's sword is capable of probably breaching their environmental.
Oh yeah, Andrew, you probably want
Systems.
to leave that on the ship. In fact,
Otherwise-
why don't we all take a personal inventory right now and make sure we don't have anything that'll get us killed?
I go see Leonard and see if he can loan me something.
I'll loan you something. Yeah.
You can hold this for me, and I want it back. But you can hold it if you lend me something.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Leonard. You're gonna show him the sword, and he's got. Oh, this is
Well,
nice.
I'm sure he's seen it before by now, but yeah, we're worried about. I'm not allowed to take anything with me that will breach containment of their atmosphere, so I probably need something a little bit more discerning for the time being.
A little less breachy.
Makes sense. I'll look in my collection, see if I could find you something.
Did she, by the way,
Appreciate it.
did she mention how we're supposed to know what areas are red? Like, is this posted somewhere, or is it like on the Blacksand City Facebook feed, or?
Well, there is a clear distinction between the So the Lord of the Lands of the Lord is the law of the Lords is in the Starport where you currently are.
Mm-hmm.
The upper city, and then once you're out of the upper city, which the last things that are in the upper city, some of these buildings like in 3 are in the upper city, but once like you're physically going down the canyon, then you're in the lower city.
And
So then
that's
you
where
have
that's where the areas change.
Yes, that's when you're going to have to depend on looking out for those physical red flags.
And they'll just like be hanging out outside, like off people's houses and shit.
Yes. Like if you're seeing like construction going out and like they're surveying land, like little flags like that.
Okay. So are we all safe with our weapons?
Is my sword good?
What kind of sword do you have?
Your sword?
Yeah, I
Um,
got him a sword, yeah.
Hold on, let me take a look.
Is it a lightsaber?
Can it be a lightsaber?
Oh, it's a monoblade. Yeah, that could probably also breach environmental containment.
Fuck. Okay, Slimes, what weapons do you have on you? Seriously, everyone look at their weapons.
I hide all of my weapons. I don't have any weapons on me.
Can I pickpocket Slimes and get all of his weapons?
So Leonard can offer both Gani McCore and Andrew 2 long blades apiece. He says that these will not be able to breach any environmental system.
Appreciate
sweet.
it.
What about my electric whip? It's only for consenting victims.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yeah, he says he doesn't think that. Leonard says it's more of an item of torture than anything.
Could it torture the atmospheric barrier? Whatever.
No.
He says he doesn't think that's how it works.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mess. So are we still on the ship, or are we on the planet now?
We're in the Starport.
I'm assuming you went. Yeah, you're still basically in the bay that your ship is in.
Yeah, the
And
welcoming
you've
party
made
came
this-
up and said hi.
So
You've made this exchange. The long blade that he's given Gani McCore and Andrew is the tech level 3 version.
oh well.
So a bit better forged than a regular long blade.
Okay, I'll hand him my mono blade,
Okay, you'll take it.
and then I'll be like, I'm gonna contact Barbie. I mean, not Barbie. I'm gonna contact Veronica.
Okay.
Like, hey, make sure to keep the ship safe, okay?
Will do, Captain.
And then,
Any extra precautions that we need to take while here?
yeah, don't let anyone in who's not us. I
Yeah,
guess.
just lock down and don't let anyone on the ship.
Aye, aye. And then,
Everybody else should stay on station till we get back.
Leonard's gonna pipe up before you guys leave and say, in that case, do we want to have a code word just in case?
For you to fire nukes in the center of the city because we're captured, you mean?
Just in case someone kidnaps you and tries to
And do you fire nukes
use
in
you to get aboard the ship or something, so we know something's wrong.
How about Stranger Danger Protocol? Code word.
I think
Incredibly
you,
subtle.
yes, I think you might be ensuring your own death if you say that in front of any of your captors.
Oh right.
We could. How about if you hear us give an order to surrender?
No, there again.
I mean, if they're trying to sneak aboard the ship, sir.
Wait, are you saying like a code word for if someone's harassing you or harassing us?
No, like a panic word for you all. Like you're trying to contact us back, make it seem like everything's normal, but someone has you.
Oh,
kidnapped.
How about
hey,
follow the
I'm perfectly fine. Everything is normal.
Yeah,
Nobody
or-
How about
has me.
follow the course?
Pay the
Follow the
ransom.
course?
Follow the course.
Follow the course. Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
okay. So follow the course. Gotcha.
That's the trouble word.
Okay, you know what?
Got
I'm
it, Captain.
writing that motherfucker down.
Hey guys,
What was it? Hollow a horse?
Close enough.
Okay.
Hey, you guys ever see those early 20th century movies? Star Wars, I think they're called.
Nope. Sounds stupid,
No?
honestly.
Incredibly ancient.
Oh, well, this reminds me of that one Sand Planet. Tattoo something.
Yeah. Wasn't there
Uh,
a ton of the same
Yep.
sand planets for no reason?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah. And wasn't it
Well,
also weird that every one of the planets in those old terrible movies all had one ecology across the entire planet instead of different zones? So like
until the-
Tatooine was all sand and Hoth was all snow.
Yeah. And then Coruscant was all city.
Yeah.
So, Captain, we have about 12 hours before our meeting.
I heard that
Oh,
Ryan
okay.
Johnson ruined everyone's childhood back then, thousands of years ago.
Also, I heard he had a. Sorry.
Anyway,
You heard he had a what?
I I heard he had a pretty good treasure called something about a glass onion. We'll have to search for it someday.
Hey, we'll have a movie night when we get back. We'll watch all Ryan Johnson movies.
Nice.
Why are we torturing the crew?
All right. So what should we do for the next 12 hours, everybody?
Well, I think we have some other ancillary business to check out the shopping areas and
Let's go shopping,
see if we
please.
can- see if we can sell our treasure or anything else that we might need.
My
There's also
my
the-
booty is burning a hole in my pocket. I need to spend it.
There's also the Kalos shipyards. It's a front company for the Skull shipyards. They supply weapons and ships to pirate gangs and recycle stolen ships for scrap.
That's what we really need are some repairs to our engines.
Wait, why is it? I'm confused. Why is there a front company on a pirate world?
It's the one that several other pirate groups go to, to unload their vessels and their misbegotten gains.
Captain, their entire law and order system is based on a checkerboard, constantly changing scheme of red areas where you can or can't kill someone on any given day. Like the Shell Company is what surprises you on this planet?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, they also have a blood sports arena.
Well, we're going to keep Vim away from that.
Skip that. We're gonna skip that this time.
No one tell Vim that's there.
Oh yeah, where is Vim anyway?
We're keeping him on the ship, and now that I know that there's a blood sport area, I think
Keep him in his room.
Gotcha.
he's probably going to accidentally email someone.
Vim, you go to your room and you think about what you did.
There's also, I mean, if you're interested in, well, it's almost kind of like religion. The House Without Questions.
Pass.
What's that? Oh, wait.
It's one of the oldest establishments in Theev. It's well, some people call it a place of last resort. Basically, if you have nowhere else to go, they'll take you in, clothe you, feed you, protect you, no questions asked. But if you got some money and some resources, you can go to the house and hire them to perform a task. If it's possible, they'll quote you a price, and you will pay the price. And they will somehow accomplish your desired goal. Again, no questions asked on either side.
We'll keep that in mind.
Sounds like the Faceless Man.
Yeah. Yeah. It does.
Is
You
it?
also watch Game of Thrones, Okluna?
Yeah. Yeah. You mean that whole thousands of years old HBO show?
So the House Without Questions is in the lower city. So number 12 you would see there on the map.
Well, I think for them, we should try to get our basic shopping done.
Floppy hats, medical attention,
Yeah.
engines repaired.
Chris then looks at Slems and is like, well, and if we have some downtime, there's always brain dimming.
The hell is that?
I love me a good brain dim.
Well, at brain dimming, you can buy any drug you can name, as well as, well, lots more that you've never even heard of. Some you can't even pronounce. Some you can't even metabolize.
I refuse that there's a drug that Slums doesn't know how to pronounce.
I mean, it's a pretty big
Or at
drug
least
den.
has never heard of.
You want to go there, Slums?
Boy, do I.
Okay, so...
Can I, Captain? I did a good job on the last mission, didn't I, Captain?
Slums, you're an adult. You can go wherever you want, man. I'm not, we're here to have fun, man.
I'm not the cops.
Well, I don't know. Whenever I don't want to go on a mission, I'm not an adult in those situations, and I have to go on missions. So,
Chapter 45, Flems gets kidnapped.
Hey Slums. Be honest with me. Did you want to? Okay, be 100% honest with me here. Do you want to be down here right now, or do you want to be back on the ship?
yes, Captain. Now that drugs are in the mix.
Okay, cool. I'll go with you. We'll have a good time together.
Well, we can't have too good of a time. We do have an appointment to keep.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
right.
you guys.
Okay, you know, have a good time without me, Slums. Do enough drugs for the both of us.
I don't know that we should be.
I agree. It's
running
a shit
far
idea.
off by ourselves.
I think we should stay together, and I think we should make a priority list, right? Like we want to buy our shit, we want to get our engines fixed, and then we probably want to go to a meeting.
Well, we need to find out what it's going to cost and how long it's going to take to get our engines fixed.
Yeah. Where is that? Where would we find that information, Krish?
Which one?
What area did you say we could get our ship looked at?
Well, let's see. You could go to the Callow shipyards. He points at the map that he gave you. It's right
Callow
here,
Shipyards.
next to the downport.
That
Oh,
seems
okay,
like
that's on our way
a
out.
Garden City.
All right, so we should hit that first, right?
Yes, it's right here.
Yeah,
Sure.
and then okay, so that'll take care of the engines. At least we'll get more information about it. And then what is the Grand Hotel? That's just a place to like hang out and sleep.
It's so Krish will reiterate it's the biggest and best hotel on Theev.
They
It
do like just
primarily-
like lodging and dining, or like is there like a
It-
weapons bazaar there or something?
Let me finish. It primarily caters to visitors, mostly buyers from the Third Imperium. Inside the hotel, there are numerous other hotels and businesses that operate. The largest pirate lord that operates out of there is Admiral Darrakin, who has a penthouse suite there. And he is an admiral of 30 different ships, one of the strongest navies that runs out of Theev.
That's the guy that we're trying to talk to, right?
Yes.
Okay. Captain, I would suggest hitting right now the shipyards, swinging down to the Cliff District, get our shopping done, and then we'll come back and see about an admiral.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so the journey down to different areas of the city can take a considerable amount of time. The city itself is home to 900,000 individuals. So getting across can, in some cases, take a number of hours, depending upon where you're going.
Well, let's go step by step. How many hours is it going to take for us to get to the shipyard?
Yard's right here, so.
So you're right next to the Kalos shipyards. So getting away from your berth at the downport to the Kalos shipyards will be about a 20-minute walk.
All right. Well, that's our first step.
Okay.
Also, can we hire like a transportation to drive our asses around? Like, would that get us there faster?
You can attempt to hire yourself transportation.
It's not that far.
Okay.
Enough time.
Andrew's trying to get her steps in today.
Well, it's more like I'm trying to find the scrupulous and the unscrupulous individuals.
So upon leaving your berth for the ship, you do see that there are a steady stream of people kind of walking to and fro here at the downport. Most of them seem to be keeping to themselves, but everyone you can see passing does basically eye you up and down. You actually, at some point, spot the Blacksand widow that you saw before walk past
It's a
you.
different-
She gives you a little nod, and as you round a corner, you see her again walking
This guy's
past
got
you.
something, or it's a different one.
Is it racist if I said they all look the same?
No, they do all look the same.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a relief.
Nothing racist about it. It's a fact.
As you say that to Andrew, you hear a whisper in your ear. Yes, we do. Turning around, you see one has been following you for a while. And then she takes a left-hand turn and goes into another bay.
It's going to be one of those.
Heading towards the Kalos shipyard, you can see that it is a large-scale hangar, and as you enter, there are several ships being stripped. You can hear the sound of saws going on. You can hear just a clanging of metal on metal. You can smell burning solvents just kind of stinging your nose. And in front of this is a large scale metallic desk that seems to be made out of a salvaged fighter ship. And there is an array of different receptionists sitting behind it. There are 12 receptionists. Currently, 10 of them are busy talking to other customers.
Well, Captain, you're the representative.
There is one female Aslan that is free, and there is a male human.
I'll go up to the female Aslan.
Okay.
Be like,
She looks you up and down. She's quite a bit taller than you. And she says, "All right, hello there. Selling or buying?"
I'm gonna turn back to the party. Are we selling or buying, guys?
We're repairing. You know why we're here, right?
Yes.
We're repairing our engines.
Oh, right. Yes, sorry. Yes, buying, please.
Buying. All right. Well, she's tapping on her screen. What are you trying to buy? Weapons? Other systems?
Services.
Are you trying to buy fighter craft? Where are we doing here?
We need parts and repairs for our M Drive 4. A very specific type of ship, which I...
Yeah.
M Drive. And details on your ship and model?
Give them?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, tech level 16. That's going to be pricey. All right. I'm going to need to get a technician to go to your ship. Would you want this to be serviced in the Skull or here in the Downport?
What would you suggest?
The Skull, they can work faster. They have microgravity, and they have more resources for servicing ships. We can also service ships down here, but it takes a bit more time.
Is it cheaper down here?
Equivalent.
Skull sounds good. Also, do you do discounts if we get more stuff? Like if we get like a weapons package or something?
Terms can be negotiable depending upon what you're getting.
What weapons did you have for a tech level 16 ship?
I think our weapon. I'd like our weapons.
It all depends upon your own budget.
Ah, gotcha.
We should probably just stick to fixing the engines. We've got some pretty good weapons, right?
I mean, she looks at you and she's tapping her screen. You said tech level 16, correct?
Yes, yep.
I mean, we did recently get a Mason gun in.
Ooh, what's that do? Or would Gunny McCormick know that? What it does?
Okay, for Gunny McCor, roll 2d6 plus 5.
It fires Mason blocks.
9.
Mason guns are usually spinal-mounted weapons for ships, large scale. They need a lot of power to operate, but they are known as capital ship killers and city killers.
Ooh, interesting.
They are capable of penetrating up to several miles of mantle within a planet, potentially for firing, and bypassing pretty much any armor that any ship alive has past a black globe generator.
How much does that
We-
cost?
Death Star gun.
Can we even begin to utilize and power such a beast?
It all depends upon your power generation.
Well, assume that our power generation is our current power generation.
I would need more specs on your ship.
Can we call it George?
Well, what is the power rating of the weapon?
Oh, please.
How about you just tell me what the power rating of the weapon is,
Yeah.
and then I'll know then I will have a reasonable assertion of the answer.
Hold on. Just a second.
Also, this thing's got to be like hideously expensive, right?
Oh, definitely. This is cutting edge.
To be fair,
More worried-
everyone would be
more worried
terrified of
about-
us. We wouldn't even need to
I'm more worried
power
about-
it. We could just bolt it to the top and then tell people it works.
Mm,
There we go.
my high guard handy.
Let me get to your Mason gun here. Sorry, the PDF is just taking a bit to load.
It's fine.
I got home.
Hey, Julie.
Oh, that's not Julie.
That's Svetlana.
Sorry. Hi, Svet. Sorry.
I'll be right back, guys.
So for your ship, it will take fire. Okay, it'll take 200 power to have it
Yeah.
powered up.
That's more power than we have.
Your power plant is 260.
Oh, nice.
What? Is I looking at the wrong thing?
Right, but I mean, how much of that power do we need for maneuvering and life support and shit? Like, if we use it, we'd have to turn most of everything else off, right?
So our power plant is currently at 260. So if you find that the power requirements are pinned in the channel, so it's 120 for the maneuver drive and 40 for base systems, which you said it was going to take how much to power it?
200.
Yeah, so you could power basic ship systems and have to run the maneuver drives on coast when you fired it. It's not very...
And you have to aim your nose directly at the target.
Yeah, which is kind of hard without maneuver drives, so...
Unless you wanted to be weird and, like, mount the Mason gun backwards, so it always fires directly behind you.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna meet our needs, but we appreciate you letting us look at it.
I'm just curious, how much does it cost?
Let's see. We could sell it to you all for 250 million credits.
And how much do we have collectively?
I don't think we have 200 million.
Not 200 million?
Not 200 million billion.
I mean, I know Slams has a decent chunk of cash.
Whoa, Richard! No, metagaming here. Slams
Wait,
does not have money.
what's that, God? He has a decent chunk of cash. Hey, you want to bankroll the ship slum?
I don't know anything about ships. I can't help out.
Yeah, I think we should. It was fun to think about, but we probably don't need it.
Yes, it is kind of a top tier weapon.
Can you tell us how much it'll cost to fix our engines?
Wait, how much does the weapon cost?
200 mil.
250 million.
I'll pay for it if you give me all of your ship shares, Captain.
Does not have 250 million. Don't lie. You don't have 250 million. There's no way. I don't believe you. You're not
Well-
that rich.
Well, we'd also need to upgrade the power drive so we don't coast firing it.
Yeah,
Huh.
I think it's a little. It's not.
Maybe we should all focus on fixing our engines.
Well, I'm trying.
We can get a technician out to your ship and assess any sort of damage. There will be a surcharge for our technician to assess the damage, and then we can give you a quote on how much it will take to either repair or replace your engines.
Let's talk turkey about the quote.
Okay, so to get the quote, today we would be charging 15,000 credits.
That's not too bad.
Try to negotiate.
Can I persuade her to go down to 10,000?
Can I try to negotiate?
Sure. This would be a broker roll.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I can't use my persuade. I think it was something else.
So you could broker this for Andrew 2d6 plus 2.
12.
Okay, well, what's your argument to the Aslan receptionist?
Well, I mean, that's a lot to just look at it, and we're gonna look. We need to get this done. We're gonna get it done. Cut us a break. And we'll definitely send some good work your way.
She nods and scratches her chin. I do work on commission. All right. I can talk to the technician and bring it down to 8,000.
Deal.
Damn.
Pay the woman. I will pay the woman.
Can I give Andrew a fist bump, like a surreptitious fist bump?
Okay. So Andrew pays the technician 8,000 credits to get the engines assessed.
And I will contact. I will call. I am terrible with names today. I will call the ship, and I will talk to the old man and let him know that someone is going to come look at fixing the engines. And
Don't kill them, please.
George responds. All right, someone's going to come and check up on the engines, you said. Good, we're finally
Yes.
getting it fixed.
yes, so show him everything that he needs to know, and nothing that he does not, and keep an eye on things at all times. We'll talk again soon.
I'll make sure the team knows to lock out all on their systems besides the M drive.
Absolutely.
All right, the Aslan receptionist finishes typing on her panel and says, okay, a technician should be out to your ship within the next couple of hours.
Cool, thank
Great.
you.
Pleasure doing business.
Indeed. All right.
What is your name, by the way?
McKeck. Why?
I just, if there's like a review system, I want to give you a positive review by name,
You didn't leave a Yelp review. Space
well,
Yelp.
Really, that's nice of you, but really, mostly what I care is about getting my commission.
Ah, gotcha.
We are all, and she kind of gestures towards the line of receptionists. We're all commission based, not salary based.
Ah, gotcha.
But at least business is good on Theev.
Yeah.
Well, come to me when you could come back to me later, either today or early tomorrow, for what the technician has assessed your ship's needs, and we can progress from there.
Can we just call you?
You can. She gives you a contact number. You can call as well. As
Sweet.
long as I'm not with another customer, I will answer.
Great.
Okay. I'll keep calling and hanging up and calling until you pick up.
Well then.
Okay, that's a threat.
She looks behind you, and you see that a line has actually formed.
Well, we will move. We will move on.
Kind of because, awkwardly, like, not know which way to step, and then finally make a decision.
I'll just follow you.
So you find yourselves now outside the shipyards. Where are you heading next?
Cliff. Whatever. The place with the floppy hat.
It's Cliff District.
Cliff
to do some
District.
shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long does it take for us to get there by foot? Because I think Andrew wants to walk.
Okay. The city streets are pretty full. There are a mixture of ground vehicles, hover vehicles. There are some small shuttlecraft that are going through the sky as well as a street just full of pedestrians. It kind of feels almost like Tokyo in the middle of rush hour. There's just a swell of bodies all around you in one heaving mass. It's almost impossible not to have someone brushing up against you at any given moment.
All right, so we should all. Oops, sorry.
No, continue.
All right, so we should all hold hands like at a convention, so that none of us get crowd surfed away. You know what I mean?
Are we gonna have those like little lanyard anchors that attach to each of us in a little line that like you do with little kids?
All right, yeah.
Absolutely not.
The hand holding or the lanyard thing?
Probably yes to both.
You do notice people in this area that you're walking through now seem fairly well-to-do in their clothing, even though a lot of them do look pretty tough. All of their gear seems to be of high quality. But yeah, it's taking a while to get there. And looking at your computers, like, you are less than half of the way to the hotel here in the middle of town, and it's taken you about an hour to get really to this big first major intersection. So it's about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, do we need to commission some transport then?
The hospital now, or are we going next?
I don't know. I think we're trying. Where's the? I mean, is there like places to shop around the hotel? I would assume.
The hotel itself, if you're looking on your pocket computer and you connect to the local internet,
Yes.
there are advertisements of shops and, in fact, even a hospital and whatnot at the hotel. From the advertisements that you're looking at, it seems like the clientele they're trying to attract is all very affluent and luxe. So you suspect that anything that you might purchase or try to purchase over there will be paid at a premium.
Well, then do we need to try to find some transport to
How far did
take
we
us
get
to
in 1
the
hour?
district?
About to this first intersection.
Did you ping on the map?
Is it on the map now? Hold on. Great.
Is it on the map now?
I haven't looked at. Okay, there we go. Let's go. 20. Do we have that page? There we go. I was on the wrong page. So in that first hour, you got to about here.
Oh, geez, we didn't make it very far at all. Yeah, we should probably call a cab.
This is a big city. Looking on your personal computers, there are several different ride-sharing apps and taxi apps. To peruse them all, someone will need to make a broker roll.
Andrew's up.
Yeah, I was about to say probably Andrew.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2. Looking through some, you can see like dozens of these are probably pretty disreputable, and you wouldn't trust them personally with your knowledge that you have. You think that you might get scammed or worse, kidnapped by getting them. But you think you find one that might be a bit pricey, but you can hire by the hour. It will cost you roughly 2,000 credits an hour to hire a vehicle to take you around the city.
Someone in our chat said that skipping might be a faster form of transport than walking, but I think we should probably stick with the cab.
Actually, we have our own thing, don't we? Our own ship.
Like our own little airship. Well,
We
we'd have
did
to go.
Wait, that's a good idea. Could we just skip this part, Richard? Is that what you mean?
Well, yes, and then time will also pass by during the skip.
Could this be a montage?
Well, let's. Captain, do you want to commission a vehicle?
Yeah, but we got to be careful though. Sometimes, like these two, like these, cabs, like to, they'll take the long way around. We got to make sure that they're being honest. You know what I mean?
Big city, small hearts, guys.
We'll keep them honest by making sure that we keep them. Yeah. Well, let's.
I guess point a gun at their heads. Oh, that probably breaks the breaking or the disturbing the peace law. Never mind. I won't do that.
Well, let's call this cab then.
Okay. Contacting the cab. Very shortly, you find a hover vehicle descending from the sky to your corner. It is completely jet black, and it looks like it's one fused piece of metal at first until the doors open inside and you see cushioned leather seats.
Ooh.
Slums gets in first. He barrels everyone out of his way.
It has an interior very much similar to that of a limo. As you get in, it lights up, and you can see there is a small minibar in the back. And as you get in, you hear a calming voice say, "Welcome to your vehicle. Where may we take you today?" You are
Robot,
on
we're
hour
going to the
one.
drug place.
No, we're not. We're going to. No, we're not going to the drug place. We're going to
We
the
need to
Cliff
go-
District.
Please be aware that if this vehicle is going to descend into the lower city, the rates will become double the normal rates.
Well, you
And
don't have to worry
Don't
about
worry,
that.
Robot. My captain's good for it.
We're not descending into the lower city, are we?
No, we're not. So it shouldn't be a problem. We're going to the Cliff
I was
District.
just instructed to go to the drug den. Are
Yeah.
we not going to
Disregard that order. We are going to the Cliff District.
Acknowledged. Any particular location within the Cliff District?
Wherever there are drugs.
Wherever there are floppy hats.
Somewhere with good shops, I guess.
Try attempting to locate a haberdashery.
A great word.
Are you an AI or just not AI?
I am a robot that has been integrated into this vehicle.
Hey, that's an answer.
Was it?
Ever fall in love
I
with one of your
I have
passengers?
located a used clothing store within the Cliff District. Would this be acceptable?
Are you okay with used clothes there, Makuda?
I guess. I mean, you don't know of anything that. Well, I guess I'm looking for like a pirate. You know what? Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Acknowledged. Estimated arrival time in 35 minutes. The doors will close when you're all in, and you'll feel the vehicle gently rise and then depart. The windows themselves, you can see the city just kind of flying away on the outside. People are going about their business. Slems, I assume you're playing around with the control, so you quickly find out you can dim the windows so they're completely opaque whenever you want.
Yeah, it's completely opaque.
Right now.
Are you doing off and on, off and on, off and on?
Mm-hmm.
All right. After about 35 minutes, you arrive in the district. You are in front of a decent-sized store. There are less people walking around over here. A lot of them are a bit more roughly dressed than the people that were a bit closer to the downport. The doors open, and the voice says, you are still within your first hour. Shall I wait here?
Sure.
Acknowledged. Activating defensive mode.
Deploying machine guns.
As you leave, the doors close, and the vehicle waits there.
While we're in the vehicle on the way there, kind of, I guess, doing some time travel, I guess. I'm gonna ask him, hey, you ever see the movie Her?
That old Earth 2,000 years ago movie starring Joaquin Phoenix and
Scarlett Johansson,
yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. It's about a
Why did I
comic
say
book movie.
Joaquin Phoenix? I don't know why I said his name so weird.
I wasn't gonna say anything because the last time I said something.
Why? What have I said that before?
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Well, I know. I mean, I know that it's Joaquin. Like, I don't know why I said it like that.
Harley Quinn Phoenix? Nice.
You made it sound like a Star Wars character.
I mean, to
He
be
did
fair,
sound
though,
like a Star Wars character.
he does have a very Star Wars sounding name.
It's a very Star Wars looking face too.
Yeah. Why hasn't he ever been in Star Wars before?
I don't know. I don't think that his. I think his talent would be a little wasted on Star Wars, if I'm being entirely honest.
I mean, to be fair, everyone's talent's kind of wasted in Star
Yeah.
Wars.
I say that as a Star Wars fan, by the way.
Right? Same.
Going inside the building, you find a Vogger
Fucking
inside
another one. Jesus Christ.
with black and white fur. He is behind a counter, and you can see dozens and dozens of shelves that are just covered in different jackets, pants, shirts of all different sizes and shapes.
Okay. Is there like a salesperson or a clerk or something?
Yeah, the Vogger.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So I will give a detailed explanation of the look I'm looking for.
All right. So, you're trying to butch up a little bit, eh? Trying to look a bit tougher.
Yes.
All right. we can help you out. Got some of the best stuff. And hey, some of the clothes that I've gotten have come from some pretty tough corpses.
That sounds great. Great.
Are you just looking for style, or are you looking for something that can also be a bit protective?
Oh, yeah. You know what? A little bit of armor wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't say no to that.
Alrighty. In that case, are you? Look, I can see from what you're describing to me that you want to look tough, right? But here in Blacksand City, sometimes the toughest look that you can project is that of someone who's involved in more of the corporate lifestyle that looks a little bit richer. Do you get my meaning?
Dude, I just want a floppy hat. So your logic is that if I walk around and act like a rich person, people will be afraid of me?
He brings out this jacket and suit for you to look at. I think this would fit you. Now, it's gonna fit you nice, but it's also armored at the same time. So you get a bit of style, and you get a bit of protection with that.
And how conspicuous would I be if we went to the lower part of the city?
If you went down to the lower part of the city with this, what you're telling people is you're involved with the rich folk up top, and you're probably connected.
Yeah.
So they'd be taking a risk to go against you.
I think.
But if you don't want to go in this direction, I perfectly understand, and we'll go in another direction.
Yeah, I want a floppy hat and a good duster jacket.
Okay, you got it. I could get you a cloth trench coat, if that's what you're looking for.
You don't have any armored trench coats?
Oh no, it's gonna have some armored plates inside.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I get plenty of these coming into the store all the time.
Why?
Because their owners don't need them anymore. He pulls one out.
You know, I don't like the tone you're giving. Yes, I want to buy it.
All right.
Tell me I'm going to get killed for wearing a jacket.
For you, 1,500 credits.
Does that include the hat?
Oh, you need a hat too. All right.
Also, you know what? How much is the suit cost too?
The suit? Theoretically, you could wear the suit with the jacket if you wanted. Might send a bit of a mixed message, but
No. I asked how much it cost, not if I could wear it with a jacket.
I'll sell you the coat and the suit for 3,000 together.
That includes the floppy hat?
Make it 3,100, and I'll throw in the hat.
Sold.
Okay. He looks across to the rest of you, and he says, "Anybody else looking for some clothing options?"
Looking for something a bit heavier, or to someone who can look at some damage to my armor.
Okay. So you're looking for some armor. Okay. So.
Or because my armor got damaged. My armor is still damaged, right?
Yes.
So I either need to replace it or get some repairs to it.
All right. So what sort of armor are you looking for?
I gestured to the armor that I'm wearing, and it's gotten a little messed up.
Make me a broker roll. 2d6 plus 2.
Nine.
He looks out at like Uklunen and everyone else, and he looks at you. It's like he gestures to the door behind him. He's like, "Follow me for a second."
Give me 5 minutes.
And he walks through the door. All right. And when you're in private, he says, "Okay. Yeah, you seem pretty knowledgeable about what you want. I got something special in just the other day. And he pulls out a small belt. You recognize what this is? Roll me 2d6. Plus 1.
8.
You've heard about them before, but you've never actually seen one in person. You've heard one described. This is a personal energy shield.
Lovely.
You could basically wear it with any armor. Usually, it would be a noble that would have something like this. It creates an invisible gravity field around the wearer, which repels ballistic and all energy attacks except lasers. It is powered by a small, unobtrusive battery that is worn at the belt or beneath clothing in order to conceal its presence. A standard battery provides 6 hours of protection. A skilled wearer can overload the battery to get more protection by making a difficult electronics computers check to recalibrate the device. Success boosts its protection to plus 18, but reduces the battery life by 1/2. And if you roll really high, that effect goes to protection plus 24.
How much?
He says, would you be interested in something like this?
Yes.
All right. 500,000 credits. And of course, no asking where I got it.
Wouldn't dream of it. I need to see something here real quick. Sorry.
Best I can do is $10.
I don't know if that's a good deal based on the book, but my character would know better than I would.
All right, so you would know the cheapest, if you could find this thing, that you could get it, like, if you were somehow in a factory that made these things, would be around 320,000 credits. But considering that they are fairly rare and not usually all that available to the general public, this sort of markup would not be unusual at all.
I will take it.
Okay. All right. Here you go. And he takes the credits from you. Are you putting it like beneath your shirt or jacket or something when you leave?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, upon leaving, the Valkyr looks at the rest of you and says, anyone else interested in something?
Do you have anything that would go with this cloak? I show him like my pirate cloak. You know, the captain one I got.
You have that outfit, don't you?
I'm wearing, right?
So you already have that on. It's definitely something.
You don't like
Do you
it?
want? Do you want to wear
Wow.
something underneath it?
Oh, something like that would go good with it, I guess. Like on top, I guess.
Like
Yeah,
some bling. You got like a necklace or something back there?
Well, I mean, what do you mean on top? Because currently, you have that military uniform that you're wearing, and then the jacket goes over it. So I'm assuming you want something underneath all of that.
Oh, yeah, and then also like a hat too.
All right. Are you looking for some anti-energy armor?
How much is
What?
that?
Well, I have let's see.
I have a Mason gun.
Well, I have a few different things that might possibly work underneath that. I have dispersion. I have a dispersion suit that you could wear. It's pretty good against fire, lasers, energy weapons. There's also, I have a fireproof suit, though, that's a little bit more bulky. You'll feel a lot warmer, and it's not nearly as good as the dispersion suit. Or if you're looking to spend a little bit more money, I have a conduit bleed suit that's more designed to super cool plasma energy.
How much is that?
That I would sell for 7,000 credits. The dispersion suit, which is good against fire, lasers, and energy, I would sell for 4,000 credits.
Oh,
And it's also gives you a little bit of protection against radiation.
can you combine the two so they're gonna get to both?
That would be a custom job. I could see if I have one in stock. If not, I can try to locate one. Hold on one moment. He taps on his console. All right, I got one in stock that has conduit bleed and dispersion qualities. That one I would sell for 15,000 credits.
I'll take it.
Okay. He wraps that up for you.
I'll give him 15,000 credits plus a tip.
So, conduit.
You don't think this guy's made enough money on us today? Also, someone in the chat said dude's making a bank by going through corpses. Which means that him locating one means he probably went out and shot someone and just took it from him.
We're reinforcing poor behavior right now.
Perhaps I killed a Jedi and took it from him. Yeah, maybe you did. I don't know.
He looks at Slems. Ah, and you, sir? Are you looking for anything?
No, I'm broke. I don't have any money for you, grave robber.
I didn't realize you were broke, Slim.
Motherfucker.
Grave robber? No. What I do is I redistribute goods. In fact, if you have any pieces of clothing, I can always buy them from you as well.
Can I sell you the captain's cloak? How much would you take for that? Well, how much would you pay for that?
I'd have to assess it if he's willing to sell it.
He
It
is.
seems that
He
seems
could
to
be.
still
He could be
wearing
made
it.
to be. How much money did you lose us in the very first couple of sessions, Sean?
Like 38 million
Or
credits.
was it like 30? Yeah. Would you give us 38 million credits for it?
No. He pulls out a pair of goggles and kind of waves them at Slems. If you like eyewear, this gives you a bit of eye protection. It protects your eyes against debris and laser blinding.
Slums smacks it out of his face. Away with you, mongrel.
Don't be mean.
Mongrel. I see.
Yeah, he doesn't reflect the views of us.
Sloan's is about to get canceled.
We'll be going now. We'll be going now. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you for your patronage.
I imagine
And
Slums
then-
has probably
and-
been
and-
canceled before, right?
And then he
Yeah,
looks at
he's used to
Slems
it.
and gives him a clawed middle finger.
That's the first time that Slems actually shows him some respect.
And he nods like a gentleman and takes his leave.
You got hurt, kid.
What? Slim,
You've got Moxie, son.
When we head back out there, I'm gonna look at Slims and be like, Slims, what was that about?
What was what about?
How are you being so mean to the guy?
I don't appreciate his line of business.
I hate him and everything he stands for.
So you two continue this conversation. At this junction, I want Andrew. So this is going to be 2d6 minus 3, and Ukluna to roll recon. And so for Ukluna, that's going to be 2d6 minus 1.
Which is crazy because I have recon, don't I?
Yes, but this is mitigating what the negative from your own dexterity. Okay. There still are quite a few people on the street as you're talking, and you do notice that a couple are kind of watching you guys as Gunny McCore and Slems are having this argument.
Not really an argument. I was just asking them.
Well, it looks like an argument from the street.
Guys, let's get back to the car.
So, you called him a grave robber. You think he steals those clothes from dead people?
I assume
Absolutely.
I assume this conversation's happening after we get into our taxi, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
we
you
can have
smell
this
all the mixtures of perfumes on
Guys,
him?
let's have this conversation in the car.
I'll be honest. No, I couldn't.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Gani McCore by the hand and lead him toward the taxi.
Here's my hold hands idea. Nice.
No, get in the fucking car.
Oh,
Shut the fuck
okay.
up.
Oh, okay.
This is one of those you just trust me that I know something you don't know in the moment. Just go with it.
Okay, gotcha. And he'll get in the car.
Okay. As you get into the car, you immediately are hit by a wave of just like an unwashed like body odor smell, along with just like a tinge of like piss stench. And as you enter, you see a woman. She looks to be in her mid-20s, wearing rags, and she's holding a gun that is jittering in the air.
I think we have
And
the
she's-
wrong cab. I'm so sorry.
She's pointing it at you all and says, "Help me get off this fucking planet."
Who are you?
And
why are you pointing a gun at us?
we are going to end the session there.
Are all questions we'll ask next week.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, because next Sunday I will probably not be back in the state.
Ooh, Sean, you know what that means?
More Monster Prom?
We can do Monster Prom or something else.
Oh, actually, you know what comes out? So I have Monster Road Trip,
Okay.
but also on the 24th, Monster Con comes out.
Jesus.
It's Monster Prom 4 Monster Con.
Is this all like from the same franchise?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Yeah, we should do something like that.
That wouldn't be for next Sunday. We would have to do one of the other ones because next Sunday's the 20th.
Next Sunday's what?
Guys, I said next Sunday's the 20th, so it wouldn't be out yet. So
Oh, okay.
I have to excuse myself and bounce. So good night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good
Okay.
night.
All right.
Good night, everybody. I hope you had a fun session, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
I
Sean,
enjoyed
well, let's talk about exactly what we're gonna do. That way, everyone who knows and wants to do it knows.
Oh, is it
Okay,
next? Okay.
Okay.
gotcha.
Well, you're welcome, Sean and Monty. It was fun for me as well. Okay.
Take it easy,
Have a
guys.
good night, everybody.
Yep,
Okay.
have a good night.
And then, well, I guess we won't be back next week with Gungans and Dragons, but we will be doing something, probably with a couple more of our friends. Maybe Wenton's never done that with us. You have to tell me what the player cap is for those games.
It's always 4.
Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
I don't think we played I mean, we did do Monster Camp, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one. I mean, we could do Monster Road Trip next week.
I don't care. We should make sure that we know exactly what it is, and
Right. Sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a good night. See you later.
Yeah. Have a good night.
All right, that is the end. We'll have something next week on Sunday at 7. Maybe some kind of Monster Prom, Monster Road Trip, or something else. So thanks for joining us tonight. I think I'll probably be playing some Assassin's Creed tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central.